everyone. Welcome back to Junk Journals by Jen, where journaling is about the journey. Have you ever wondered what were some ways to use paint sample cards in your junk journals? If you have a bunch of them like I do, you probably are wondering. Well, I'm here to share 10 great ways with you today. Stay tuned for number 1 because it makes a great stocking stuffer as well. So let's get right to it. Here's a bunch of paint samples that I have. And we're going to start off with this type of paint sample, and I'm going to just pick this one for my first project. Set these aside for now. And the first project we're going to make is, actually, I've got one here, are these little journaling cards. They're, I've covered the back so you can write on them. You could ink them up, do whatever you want. And they've been decorated and stamped. And I'm going to show you very quickly how to make these. They're so easy and they're so adorable, aren't they? Okay, the first thing you're going to do is get a piece of paper. You can use tea-dyed, or I'm going to just use a piece of, that's not big enough, copy paper. There we go. And I'm using Scotch Create glue stick right now to glue this down. Okay. And then glue it there. And we just need some scissors. These are rounded corners, so we're going to go ahead and round those. I don't know where my big scissors went to, so I'm stuck using these little ones. Okay, so we've got that. Now we're going to take, you can either decorate it now or you can stamp it now, and I prefer to stamp it now. Okay, and I've got this little set of stamps here. I like to take a little scrap of paper first when I stamp anything and do a practice stamp. Let's do this bird first. So I can see if I push hard straight down, it gets that corner edge. So I'm gonna just kind of not try to push on that edge. There, we get a good image of a bird. Let's try this ladybug. Okay, good. And how about a butterfly? I love butterflies. I use them a lot. Okay, perfect. So we've got our images there. We've got our back on. And then you can just put something on here to decorate it with if you want to. I would do, let's see, this little bag of fussy cuts. Oh, wow, let's see. Something long, maybe this. That might be cute. Just snip off these edges. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take the lid off, shall we? I'm so crazy. Just goes to show, happens to the best of us. And the rest of us. I'm definitely the rest of us. All right. Okay, that's too close. It's cutting off my whole butterfly. Okay, there we have that. Let me just trim this little the edge off. There, little journaling card. All right, number 9 thing to do with paint samples is make bookmarks. These are also very easy to make, and I'll show you how to make these as well. You just need one of the longer types of paint cards like this, and what I do is take just trim off the edges about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch or so to make it a little bit narrower. I'm just going to do that here real quick. Maybe. Okay, so there you've got a narrower card. And we're going to take a crocodile or a hole punch or something and punch a hole in the top, right in the middle. Okay, and then we'll take our corner rounder, round the corners all the way around, and I'm going to use the 1/4 inch size. Make sure your wings are all the way open. There we go. Now, you can cover the backs of these. I am not going to, but you could if you wanted journaling space on them. Okay, and then take your shape punch, whichever one you want to use, and just punch a shape out of the bottom here. It's real cute when it's in the book because you can see the book text through it. There we go. Save your shape for embellishments. And then all you need to do is put a piece of, if you have a piece of matching ribbon, And trim this off a little at an angle maybe. Okay, got a couple of bookmarks there. Those are so sweet. I love them. Number 8 is to cut shapes out. And you can cut out shapes, you know, out of any type of material, like cut shapes out of this. And then you've got an embellishment to use, you know, in your book. And I'll show you what I do with them a lot of times. Here we go. I'll do like an ombre page with shapes like birds flying across or butterflies or something like that, and start at the beginning of a page with it. So there you have how you can use shapes. And then number 7 is doing pockets. And what I love about the paint samples for pockets are you can custom match a color to your page. Number 6 is doing a page spread. And here's a page spread I did with the actual paint samples. And I just picked 3 graduating color samples and cut them down to size. And then now that's a background page. And I think it's lovely. It's an instant page background. All right. Number 5 is a notebook paper holder. And let me show you what that looks like. What you do is you take one of these smaller page samples, or you can take a larger one and cut it down, but you want something that's going to fit on your page like this. Then you're going to take a knife and hopefully a ruler, which I have not unpacked mine yet. So we're just going to freehand this. And you're going to cut a slit here and here. And then it goes on your page like this. And you can stick a piece of notebook paper in it. The idea behind this, it came from holding napkins. But I thought if it can hold a napkin, certainly can hold a piece of paper to write in. So you could put it on any paper, a blank paper. You could put it on a heavily decorated paper that you aren't sure what to do with. So like we could put it on this page. Let's do that. We would just, you could do a couple of things, but I'm going to glue it all the way around. You could glue just 3 sides and have it be a tuck. There you go. Then you can decorate this up too if you would like to. So if you're finding value here today, would you please click the like button and let me know? It helps me know to make more videos like this, and also helps YouTube know that you are interested in this as well. All right. Number 4 is embossing. You can emboss paint chip samples, and they come out very beautifully. Here's one that I did. And then what I did was put a piece of paper on the back so you could still journal on it. let's go ahead and do one so you can see how it looks right now before the paper's put on back. Let's pick a card. I have lots of blues. This green's pretty. That's beautiful. Let's do that. Fits right in there. Now, some people suggest spritzing it with water. I haven't found the need to do that. Either way, it might chip off a little bit of the color of the card, but I find that adds to the charm of it, to be honest with you. That doesn't bother me at all. I'm just using my Big Shot embossing machine. Wow, that is so fun. Look at that. Doesn't that look cool? I love that. And so that's what the back looks like. You could leave it, but I like to add the paper to it so you can still write on it. But that looks so cool. I love it. So here's the one I made earlier, a little more subtle. And then here's the one I made just now. Okay. Let's put this away. Number 3 is a matchbook. And it looks like this. Opens up and it's got a little notepad inside of it. It's got a spine here and a spine here. And what you do is you take one of these longer I keep wanting to call them bookmarks, one of these longer paint samples, and you're going to bend over. You want to still be able to read it, so you put it this way where you can still read the names when they're turned up and when it's pulled down. And you're going to give yourself a flap on the bottom and go ahead and crease that. And then give yourself about not a lot of space, maybe I don't know if that's 1/4 of an inch, about maybe a little less than 1/8 of an inch. And that's your first spine. Then you're going to fold this over so it tucks in, and go ahead and crease the top once, and then towards the back again, and giving yourself about 1/8 of an inch spine. And then it's gonna hold like that. It'll stay because you've got those 2 spines. I love that. And then you're going to take some paper. I've got some scraps here. I don't know if this will work. Yeah, this will work. I wish I had my big scissors. This is crazy. Okay, let's trim this off. Okay, fold that up and even it out. Okay, it's narrow enough and it's just a little too long, so let's cut that up. Okay, that looks good. Then you can take your stapler. I put 2 pages in because I didn't have much paper sitting there, but you can put in more, however many pages you want. And then you're just going to staple it. And let's see if the stapler will reach. That's okay, it doesn't reach, but I have this extra long stapler here that reaches just about everything. And I'm just going to put one, 2. There we go. I don't want this quite as long, so I'm going to trim it down just a little bit. Okay, and I've got a cute butterfly here. You can tell I love butterflies. That I think, oh my God, doesn't that look awesome on that turquoise? And the back came right off. That never happens. So cute. So matchbooks. Number 3. Number 2, I really love this. I'm not going to make one because it takes a while, but I did see this on Pinterest somewhere, and I made their journal cards, basically. And you take your paint sample and you take a napkin and decoupage it. I used matte gel medium and brush some onto, you know, a half of the page at a diagonal, putting the napkin down. And then I put some of the matte gel medium on the seam of it and put some gold foil down on top of it. And I love how it came out. I thought it's beautiful. I do want to put a topper on it. So I'm going to put probably a blue ribbon of some sort up there. I think that would really finish it nicely. And then this will be done. And that is number 2, a journal card with gold flecks. Number 1 is making a mini journal. And these are great stocking stuffers because look, they're bound with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, just like a regular journal. They are, they have little pockets inside with little tags and a little saying, "You've got this." And then little pages inside there that you could make out of anything. Wouldn't have to be just white pages. Any kind of pages you could put in there. But I thought that was just adorable. And I'm going to show you real quick how to make one. And that's our number 1 item on the list is mini journals. So let's make one real quick. And what you need is a piece of large journal card, and let's pick one out here. What should we go with? That's kind of pretty. Ooh, that's fun. How about this orange? I haven't done anything in orange in a while. Okay. Fold it in half. but don't give it a full crease, just gently. Because what you want to do is you want a spine on either side of it. You don't really have to have a spine unless you're putting a ton of pages in. To be honest with you, you could do it without making a spine. So let me show you that, because that's the really easy way. If you're just going to put this in as an addition to a journal, then just go ahead and crease it. Fold over the pocket inside. And I usually do it just like one color length, so about 1 inch. You can see I'm just folding over one of the colors right on the white line. I love reading the colors. Okay, so I've got that. And then to, this one needs to be folded over a little more. Okay, there we go. Now to secure that, we're going to glue just the top and bottom of this. Now my glue sticks on the very last project, right? Okay, there's one pocket. Okay. And then you're going to take your crocodile or your awl or however you make holes in your journal and make 3 holes in your spine, 1 towards the top. Make sure your paper is going to be big enough. Okay, and we need our papers. I'm going to do 3 pieces of paper stacked together. And then we're just going to measure this. And let's go ahead and trim this down. Okay. All right, so we've got this, our signature pages, which is signature is just a group of pages that you're going to bind together into your journal. Let's pick out some string, which is wax thread. That's pretty. That's pretty. Whoops. And, oh, that's pretty. Yeah, let's do that. Do it 3 times the height of your project. And then I need my my needle. There it is. See, I know it's here somewhere. The other thing we need to do is punch the holes in our paper. And I like to do that generally when I am punching the holes in the paint card, but I didn't do it this time, so that's okay. This is what we do instead. We just copy the hole. There. And then we take this and go through, leaving a tail that we're going to hold on to, through, up, and down and in. Make sure it's on the other side of your string. You've got your tail on one side and then your needle on the other side. I'm going to just even it out a little. Okay, that's even. Tie it tight. Tie it again. And that should be good. Okay, you've got a little mini journal. You can decorate it. Let's see what I've got. I've got more butterflies, but I somehow don't think a butterfly, although that looks really cute. That looks really cute. I like it. Bunch of birds, butterflies. Anything else? There's a pretty blue flower. Covers all the writing. That's kind of pretty. I like that. Okay, so there you have it. There's 10 different ways to use paint samples in your junk journals. I hope you enjoyed it. Please visit me in my Etsy shop, which is linked below. And until next time, bye everybody.